Hello, sports fans. This is Crow for SportsCrapology.com, coming to you from our offices in Knoxville, Tennessee. We're going to talk to you about the No Fun League today, and specifically quarterbacks. If a team has a quarterback issue, the trade deadline's coming up November 4th. It's November 4th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time is the trade deadline for the No Fun League, and you can't trade after that. So if your team needs a quarterback, if you got a quarterback issue, the best available veteran quarterbacks to get you through the end of the season, if you think you're going to make the playoffs, would be Kirk Cousins out of the Atlanta Falcons roster you'd have to trade for, or you could trade for Davis Mills, who has starting experience on the Houston Texans. If you're trying to trade for a young quarterback and build your team around him next year, play him the rest of this year and build around him next year, give him a chance for the starting job next year, you get Shedeur Sanders possibly out of the Cleveland Browns, Hendon Hooker possibly off the Carolina Panthers, or Carter Bradley off the Jacksonville Jaguars. And yes, believe it or not, going through all the No Fun League teams, those are really the only quarterbacks that I found that teams would probably be willing to trade. And then the free agent quarterbacks that are free agents now that you could just sign that aren't playing, none of them are any good at all. They're not quality quarterbacks. So believe it or not, there's a small group that are quality. And there's some other good backup quarterbacks that you would want to trade for, but I don't think teams will give them up. Malik Willis out of Green Bay, he might be good, but I don't think they would give him up because they're going to be a playoff team and they need him as insurance. But anyway, we're just going to go through. In the NFC West, we'll start in the NFC. In the NFC West, the Cards have an extreme issue with Kyler Murray. He's vertically challenged. He's pretty much can't play in the NFL. They should just sit him on the bench. They should get a young quarterback to play there with Marvin Harrison Jr. And the young tight end McBride. That's a team they should try to get Shedeur Sanders probably, or Hendon Hooker, or one of these young guys, Carter Bradley. Maybe even draft a quarterback and have two young guys in there competing and start one of them like Cleveland did. They're starting Dylan Gabriel. But they need to release Kyler Murray or something, let him go do what he wants to do. Because it's not going to work in Arizona, and Jacoby Smoke Brisket isn't going to work either. So they have serious issues at quarterback. All right, so NFC North, the North, there's no really team that has issues. The Vikings have issues because J.J. McCrappy was going to be their starter, and he keeps getting injured. And so now they're replacing him with Carson Wentz. They have Brosmer, rookie quarterbacks. They have enough quarterbacks. They just have to get the right one and get them coached up. NFC South, the Panthers have an issue with Bryce Young. He's getting injured now. He's in and out of the lineup because he's vertically challenged also. He's about 5'10". He's about 180 pounds. So he gets hit hard and he gets injured. So they need to do something there. They have Hendon Hooker on their roster, who's a bigger guy, 6'4", about 230. Who could probably take a beating back there. But anyway, the NFC East teams, Daniels, the Commandos, Commodores, Senators, Congressmen, whoever they are in Washington that actually play in Maryland and their offices are in Maryland. They're having issues with Jaden Daniels now. I said don't draft him when he came out in the draft. Then he had the best rookie season of any quarterback maybe ever. I said don't draft him because he's 6'4", 190 pounds. He's going to get hit, he's going to get injured and be out. He's still 6'4", about 200, and he's starting to, like Bryce Young, he's starting to go in and out of the lineup, being injured every couple weeks. Marcus Mariota's had to start 3 or 4 games already this year, and they need to do something. They might be a playoff team. Maybe they get Kirk Cousins or Davis Mills. The Cowboys always have a quarterback issue because they stay with Dak Prescott no matter what happens. But Jerry Jones won't do anything about it because he doesn't really care. All right, so we'll go on to the AFC West. Going to the AFC. The only issues in the AFC West are the Raiders. Geno Smith, his career's over. Let's face it, he likes throwing picks. He can't throw a bunch of picks with the Raiders. It just doesn't work. They don't have the defense to stop the other team. Anyway, his career's over. They need to sit him down. They need to start Kenny Pickett, see if that works. If it doesn't, or they need to trade for Shedeur Sanders or Carter Bradley, one of these younger guys. I think they were looking at Carter Bradley to draft him, and they didn't get him. The Jaguars got him. So anyway, they need to do something. I would say get a young quarterback and let him grow up with Ashton Genty and Dante Thornton, the wide receiver, and some of the other younger guys. All right, AFC North. The Bengals, oh my gosh, Burrow gets injured. Jake Browning was okay a couple years ago when Burrow got injured. Now he's not okay. He has a couple bad games. Now we can't play him. We have to do something. Panic. The sky's falling, so they trade for Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, whose agent got a special release, a special form that No Fun League to sign, so Flacco could drive his rascal scooter around and throw passes because he can't walk anymore because he's so old and his knees are so screwed up. So he's out there with the Bengals driving his rascal around throwing passes. He can't throw one over 10 yards. I don't know. Anyway, the Bengals are a mess. But they beat the Steelers last week, so who knows. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson's been in and out of the lineup, but they have enough personnel. They just have injury issues. The Browns are fine. Dylan Gabriel is doing okay. We'll go to the AFC South. C.J. Stroud has an issue with the Texans, and it's the offensive line. It's not C.J. Stroud. He's playing really poorly, but it's the offensive line that's beat up. A lot of injuries. And the rest of the AFC South is fine, all their quarterbacks. Quarterbacks in the AFC East, they seem to be okay. Josh Allen, Drake May. Tua in Miami. He doesn't want to be in Miami. He's throwing interceptions from the end zone. He's just throwing the ball up for grabs. He's calling out the head coach. He's calling out the management. So let's put Clint Ewers in there next week. Let's start Clint Ewers now, see if he can do something. They drafted him out of Texas. He's a rookie. Let's see if he can play in the NFL. I don't know if any quarterback can play in the NFL with that Miami offensive line and the team morale in Miami and just, it's a mess, Miami. They need to get rid of the head coach and start from there. That's the first move. And bench Tua. The Jets, Fields is having issues, playing terrible, but I think it's the offensive line and the offensive schemes that they're running. I think any quarterback would have a problem there. So that's it. Your quarterbacks, if you want a veteran, you could possibly trade for Cousins, for Davis Mills. If you want a young guy, maybe Hendon Hooker, maybe Carter Bradley, maybe Shedeur Sanders. There's some other good, Malik Willis, a real good quarterback for Green Bay, younger guy, but I don't think they're going to give him up because they're going to make the playoffs. So anyway, this is Crow, sportscrapology.com. Just go to Sportscrapology, YouTube, on X, or .com, and watch us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. It's time for a drink. It's empty. Get the bottle. The bottle's empty. This really is the No Fun League. See you next time.